Hi.
Hi. Good
What are we
evening.
doing? We're watching a movie?
We're going to watch a movie. You want to watch a movie with me?
Yeah, y'all want to watch us watch a movie on the internet?
I think they do.
I'm Edward.
I'm Friedel. We're two geeks on a couch.
On a couch. Metaphorical.
On a couch.
Couch. See? Cow.
Tonight, we are turning towards perhaps one of the more divisive films of 2021, but we are not afraid. No, we are not afraid to jump into these divisive waters. It's happened before.
What's interesting is I honestly don't know what the most divisive horror film of 2021 is, because the most recent Netflix Texas Chainsaw Massacre film has been very divisive. Mm-hmm. Halloween Kills was really divisive.
Mm-hmm.
Scream 5 was divisive, but to a lesser extent. I think most people generally liked that movie. And then Candyman, also divisive.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Tell us in the comments what's your opinion? What has been the most divisive horror movie of 2021 and 2022? Which honestly all just feels like 2020. Let's be honest. It's kind of all just one big blob of the time frame.
No. What year is it?
So we're gonna watch the new Candyman, directed by Nia DaCosta. I've seen this film. You have not.
I have not. No.
This is part of our women directing horror movies series that our Patreons, our lovely, lovely Patreons, have voted for. And if you would like voting rights and additional content, longer chats and watch-alongs, head on over there to check it out. Link is in the bio.
This is my come with us hands. Come with us. I'm really excited for this film. Even though supposedly it's divisive, I'm really excited to see a film that was co-written by Jordan Peele and Win Rosenfeld.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's watch this movie. I'm kind of curious to see how you react to it too, and I have my own feelings about it, and I'm curious to see if they hold up.
Andre. Oh, can you do mine? No.
Yeah, I remember loving how this was shot.
Doing that thing with the bottle with your hands, a little fidgety.
No.
Yeah.
You nervous?
No, I want to become best friends with your sister.
It's get the mood lighting going.
The storyteller mood lighting.
Spooky storyteller mood lighting.
This is a story about a woman named Helen Lyle. For research, came down to Cabrini a few times, asking questions, taking pictures of graffiti, people. One day, she just snaps. At the annual bonfire, with all of the residents of Cabrini watching, Helen arrives with a sacrificial offering. Baby in her arms, she runs towards the fire, but they're on her quick. They say she was in a fugue state, fighting back blindly. Helen stands up and walks right into the fire. And it's on that spot that she dies, burns to death.
I'm really enjoying how this is being shot.
Yeah,
so
it's great.
Good. Apparently during the filming, the crew actually encountered a huge bee infestation.
And one day, I saw myself.
That's when I saw the true face of fear. They swarmed him. Killed him right there on the spot.
One more thing. The legend is, if you say his name 5 times while looking in the mirror, he appears in the reflection and kills you.
Hell no.
I'm like, no, I'm good. How about now?
And she has no one to blame but herself.
I think the guy's name is Clive.
With who you're fucking.
Clive Barker, the original author of
Jerk,
the
we
story.
get it. You like Joy Division.
You're no good for me.
You know what? I changed my mind to it. Necrophilia's always been on my bucket list.
Wow, I hate this person.
Let's do it here then.
Are you serious?
Quiet bitch.
Is this real? Is this real?
It looks pretty real.
It's not great.
Hello?
Beautifully done. Ugh.
It's amazing how effective it can be. The suggestion that you're being followed or
It's not an elevator you want to be in a Candyman movie.
Nope.
Yeah, no. That's terrifying.
You should say it.
Say what?
Say his name. I dare you.
That's a tracing, I don't know, something. Some lotion. Don't pick at it.
Some, like a chamomile salt bath. Whoa. Why? Okay.
Yeah, go to the doctor. The
It is
reflections.
the most pretentious door I've ever seen in my life.
The reflections and the way that the architecture reflects itself is really disorienting.
Mm-hmm.
I thought.
What?
Huh. Mm-hmm.
William Bell. Lynched in the 20s. But the first one, where it all began, was in the 1890s.
Candyman. 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 Her and her nut.
Katrina, you broke the fucking door. I don't think you should.
Whoa!
Guys, stop being so stupid.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, why? Why?
Leave that on. Don't leave that off. Leave it alone. No, stop it.
Oh.
Fuck with nails, man. Don't like. Ugh. God. There's some truly eerie atmosphere in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Really
Yeah, it's masterfully executed and created.
I really love, especially on the second viewing, I really love the animated, the paper
The shadow
cutouts,
puppetry.
animated, flashbacks.
Yeah. Fair. Super fair. Yeah, I would have been like, nope. I would have noped out of that too.
Yep.
The semi-named killer. He's roaming around the row houses at Cabrini. A black man, around 30. He was waving a hook and talking crazy. I think he's killing people down there.
Forgot about that. Oh, God. Oh, no. I appreciate that my brain blocks this stuff out, right? Like, I've seen this, but I forgot about that. And my brain is like, you don't need to remember that. It's cool. Just let that go.
When it's all done, they'll tell a story. And Candyman will live forever. This is as good a place as any, Brad.
God. So
I
sad.
think he's dead.
Very unfortunate what happened to your man in there. We've been looking for him. Got a tip he'd be here. When he came at Jones. And Jones, obviously knowing what he'd done before, seeing his hook, knowing you were in danger, had no choice but to discharge his weapon. Doesn't sound right to you? Or she's an accomplice.
They will say I shed innocent blood. You are far from innocent, but they'll say you were.
There's a lot to try to unpack there on the fly.
I want to say that, like, I had some issues with the twist involving the guy who runs the laundromat. The first time I watched it, it played a lot smoother for me this time.
Mm-hmm.
It felt jarring to me the first time I saw it. So I was curious how that landed for you.
I mean, in some ways, there's in some ways it really, not in some ways, I think it really worked for me because we see all of the ways throughout the film where the Candyman is being summoned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we see so many iterations. For instance, like, we see one of the ways that the Candyman is summoned is through the female or the white woman art critic.
Yeah.
And in that summoning, it feels very much the way that a lot of white people want to understand legacies of Black trauma through appropriation and through consumption.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So
Yeah.
we see that as a modality of summoning. We see it in the ways that white women, teenagers, do it in this very casual, reckless, entitled prankster way, where they don't understand the context of what it is that they're doing. So that's another aspect of cultural appropriation, where there are these pieces that are removed from the story that doesn't belong to you, and that you use it carelessly, recklessly, because you don't actually understand that story at all. And so when we have the scene where the laundromat owner, he is using the summoning towards this kind of justice, where he is wanting to reclaim the whitewashed history, the whitewashed narrative, the gentrified narrative of Candyman, and is wanting to bring balance into that community again.
Right.
By restoring the original story of the community. And
adding to the Candyman legend. Right?
And adding to the Candyman legend. That. Right. And so at the end,
those stories aren't forgotten.
Right.
Yeah, that's
because, like, one of the things that we see throughout the film, and especially in the culmination at the end, that repeats what we see, is that it is the misappropriation of story and the weaponization of story that kills Black people. And the ways that narrative around Black individuals dehumanizes them and puts them into the position again and again and again of the villain and of the scapegoat, and as the person who is the most to blame, even when they are incredibly innocent.
Right.
And, you know, at the end, we see the sort of voice, we hear the voiceover, and the Candyman, fully embodied Candyman, right? This version, version 2021, says, I have something along the lines of, like, I have not come to kill the innocent. You are far from innocent, but they will say that you are, and that is what is important.
Yeah, the whole thing, the whole play, and the whole way the third act plays out and the twist landed a lot better for me this time around, because that all gelled. I was sort of caught up initially feeling like it was a twist for the sake of a twist, but like this time around it gelled a lot better, and so the ending had a lot more cohesion to it. And then that played into the credits, and I think that's the first time on our channel we've sat through the entire credits, albeit in complete fucking silence, because that was powerful. But like, yeah, it gelled for me way better this time. I think sometimes with movies like this, it's hard because it's hard to not come to them with expectations, right? And so the whole movie, the whole first time I watched this, I was waiting for Tony Todd's character to pop up, right? Like, I was just waiting for that. And I kind of I wasn't along for the ride with all of the world building around the different Candyman until sort of the end. But this time, watching it again, putting down my expectations, just kind of letting it play out, I really enjoyed that world building aspect of it even more. Right? And it would have been fine had Tony Todd never shown up, right? Like, I really loved what they did with the story and how they pulled it into this amalgam of, wronged Black men throughout the history of this specific area, and how that's like his whole bit about the stain that keeps happening over and over and over again. And yeah, it's really powerful.
Yes. And I bet there's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm missing because I am a white person, right?
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, I had that thought coming into doing a reaction video for this, like, we're white people and we're commenting on a story that isn't ours. Right. And we can do our best and try to to be allies in the context here, but like, it's not our story. We're watching something that doesn't belong to our history, our sense of, I don't know, culture or place in the world. Or
I definitely think that it invites white people into investigating those pieces of internalized white supremacy that we then project onto Black bodies, Black histories, around like whether or not we believe the histories that are offered us and who those histories are written by, rather than taking a keen, discerning eye towards who's writing the history, where is that history being like consumed, whose voices is history leaving out, why do those voices get specifically edited out, etc., and how we participate in recreating narratives that are not the truth and distort both history and present day reality. Anyway, I loved this film.
Yeah, it was really good. I liked it the first time I saw it. I had some reservations about it. I needed to see it again. There was a lot I liked about it though, and then this time was even better. So thanks for coming along, y'all. Had a good time.
Yeah.
This film. I hope you enjoyed it too. Let us know what you think of it in the comments. Let us know what your favorite Candyman is. Is it this one, the original, the two sequels that this one completely ignores? And we'll see you back here next week for another horror movie. Or not. I don't know. It's my birthday month coming up, and I got to choose all of the movies that I put up in front of the Patreon subscribers. They voted. You have no idea what's coming. I'm not going to tell you now, but it's my birthday month series, and it's going to be fun. So,
quelle surprise!
Yeah, it's going to be a surprise, and we'll see you next week.
All right, you guys know what to do. You folks know what to do. There we go. You folks know what to do.
Do they know what to do?
Until next time.
They need to hit the subscribe button and the like button and the bell and the thing and hit a comment.
But also take really good care of yourselves and each other. And we'll see you next week. Mwah.